Now, usually the game of golf is one where you have to talk really quiet in front of the golfers. But in speed golf, the goal is to get from the tee box to the green as quick as possible. Well, it's Christmas in July for the Mud Hens. You don't believe me? The jerseys were hung by their lockers with care in hopes the team would crush Schilling by ground and by air. Yes, it's Kurt Schilling Eve at Fifth Third Field. Central Catholic in second place. Whitmer undefeated in the City League. If they can win tonight, they would wrap up a City League title. Now, both teams high up in the computer ratings in their divisions. Jim, in 24 hours, the Hens went from champagne showers to asking, where's the power? The Charlotte Knights' Tim Redding pitching a gem, a complete game 4-hitter, striking out 12 Hens hitters. The heavy rains quickly turned sand traps like this one into water hazards, and that caused headaches at Highland Meadows. Like many young drivers, Tommy got his start racing go-karts much like this one, but by the time he was 12 years old, Tommy was getting too good too fast, and that's when his career started to take off. 21. Wasion's Elliott Mueller is a big boy with a big appetite for football. He eats up running backs for breakfast and chows down on quarterback buffets.
The quarterback's always a real thrill because that's if you get a sack, that everybody in the stands knows it, your team knows it.
At the age of 18, the future member of the Michigan Wolverines stands 6'6" and weighs in at 300 pounds.
My grandpa, he was always stuck on making us eat vitamins. You know, every day. If you didn't have them one day, he'd get kind of upset with you. So
chomping down on Flintstone chewables as a kid is one theory linked to Elliott's stature. Now, Thursday night steak team dinners continue the growing process, and his mom agrees.
He eats a lot of meat and potatoes and vegetables.
Now, besides a good steak dinner, Elliott does have some other favorite foods, including barbecue ribs and cereal.
You gonna finish that?
Cereal always is his appetizer.
Ah, yes, the breakfast of champions tackling the Mueller munchies all day long.
Cereal, because we ate cereal. I mean, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever it might have been.
With 3 boys to feed, a low grocery bill is one menu item the Muellers are craving.
It costs a lot. It's our priority at home is food.
The Maize and Blue hope Elliott creates big noise at the big house, but for right now, this big man on campus is giving all the credit to the big guy upstairs.
No, if God wouldn't have blessed me with my size, then there's no chance I'd be going to where I'm going.
Ryan Fowler, NBC 24 Sports. Nick Tamarine is a mama's boy, and he's the first to admit it.
I don't take offense to it. I think it's funny. I like it.
His mom, Melissa, is a diehard Eagles fan. From the bleachers, she actively watches every game, cheering on Nick in her own special way.
I'm the crazy mom with the cowbell.
And she got the cowbell, and I don't know, she loves that thing. And she always wears my practice jersey, and she's just my biggest fan.
Sports have brought Nick and his mom closer together.
We've always just kind of clicked. We're like peas in a pod.
Nick and football also click. The senior tailback just broke Clay High School's all-time rushing record, and with over 1,000 yards on the ground this season, Nick is on pace to lead the City League in rushing.
Our linemen are doing a really good job this year, creating holes, and they're just kind of getting their job done, and it just makes it a lot easier for me. I just got to run.
So obviously Nick Tamarine racking up quite a resume as a member of the Clay Eagles, leading the City League in rushing yards. But what's a more impressive stat is that his mother has been able to raise 3 boys by herself.
Finally, it got to the point where it was better to be out of that situation, me have to go back to work and not be home maybe as much.
From 6:30 in the morning until 2:30 in the afternoon, Melissa works at Bay Park Community Hospital, testing blood samples. She then spends her evenings waiting tables to earn extra money.
But I'm always there for the games. I mean, as soon as the schedule came out, I was checking to make sure our 2 Saturday games that we had didn't fall on my weekend.
In Nick Tamarine's life, football and sports, wins and losses, achievements and accolades all live in the shadows of family and his #1 fan.
She's done a lot with not a lot.
Ryan Fowler, NBC 24 Sports.
Good morning and welcome to day 2 of the 2008 NFL Draft.
Seeing as I have a family riding on this and everything.
I'm not going to sit in front of the TV and watch. I'm probably going to go in my room and play video games.
I'm ready for it to be here and be over with, to be honest with you.
If I get drafted, dream come true.
Who are now on the clock?
Hello and good evening. Ryan Fowler in with sports. Last week we previewed 5 local college football players looking to make the jump to the NFL. After Sunday, 4 of them are now professional football players. Toledo punter Brett Kern had the longest wait on Sunday. After the 7th and final round of the draft had concluded, Kern was still without a team. That was until the Denver Broncos called his phone and told him he was heading to Colorado.
Excited just to have the opportunity to play there and potentially, play in the NFL and be a starting punter. So I'm excited. I'm thrilled. There's no other team, I'd rather be with right now. So it's a great opportunity for me.
Toledo offensive lineman John Greco was selected by the St. Louis Rams in round 3. Greco was the 65th pick overall. We had reports last week that Greco flew to St. Louis to meet with the Rams, and it looks like Greco impressed the team. After numerous calls to John, I was unable to get in touch with him, and it seems I wasn't alone.
The mailbox belonging to
John Greco
is full.
Lot of fan favorites there for John Greco. The Toledo Rockets hit the trifecta on Sunday. Toledo running back Jalen Parmalee kind of flew under the radar heading into the draft, but he got picked up in the 6th round by the Miami Dolphins. The 176th pick overall will head south to a team trying to rebuild its reputation. He's the first Toledo running back drafted since 2002 when the Baltimore Ravens selected Chester Taylor. Brett Kern will have company out in Denver. Former rival and Bowling Green center Corey Lichtensteiger is heading to the Mile High City as well. The Denver Broncos selecting him in the 4th round. With Lichtensteiger moving to the Rocky Mountains, a big question remains.
Do you know how to ski, Corey?
No, that's one of the things that we were talking about, and that might be one of those things they put into my contract in order not to go tear an ACL or break an ankle. They probably don't want me going skiing.
Stay off the skis, Corey. Another local football player moving on to the next level. Adrian High School alum and Michigan State tight end Kellen Davis will be playing in the Windy City. Davis drafted by the Bears in round 5. For the Browns and Lions draft recap, make sure to check out NBC24.com.